before the game. And I did never during. Usually sitting there trying to figure out how we can score.
Speaking of that, you went, I don't know if you know, you went 10 minutes without a field goal in the second half and then in overtime. How did they eventually get it back?
We really didn't. We didn't shoot the ball well the whole game. JC made some shots, but I thought Dax had a good shot of willing shoot around. I thought he would have a good night. And he ends up 5 for 7, I guess, but he didn't miss some open shots. We just got started. They made every open shot seem like. They really shot the ball well.
Except for the second overtime.
Yeah.
Was that defense or were their legs going?
I thought we did a better job of staying in front of them. You know, in overtime we get up and then we stop guarding. Yeah, it's hard to imagine what goes through some of our guys' heads sometimes. We got a potential shot clock violation. Got a guy picked up his dribble in the corner and we fouled. It's just hard to understand why you would do that. Why you would even think that you can try. I thought that was a big one. Then we just turned them loose twice for layups. I had Beal in to hopefully make free throws, and of course he falls down, turns it over, and then goes down. They straight line drive him in about 5 seconds. So that brilliant coaching move didn't work out very well.
Can you talk about the resiliency of your team after that loss Monday night, coming back to win today?
Well, I mean, I personally, and I told them, you know, I'm angry. And it's not going to go away for a while with what happened Monday. We gave one away that we shouldn't have given away, but we've done that. And this team has done that. Now we got to somehow be ready to play on Monday.
Well, today's game was similar at 2:45, and you gave up the tying score, put it in overtime. You not subscribe to the theory to foul somebody, or you just? I mean, Javon had good defense on the guy, but he makes the three, set it in overtime.
I think if you have the chance to lose, if you foul, the worst was going to happen was they were going to tie the game. We're going to go to overtime. You know, they go make one, miss one on purpose. Everybody's got to play. Then they get it, and you foul them, you can lose. And I've always had, you know, I always thought we were pretty good defensively. That was a hard shot. He's not going to make it. He made it that one, but he's not going to make a real high percentage of those.
Coach, it seemed like your rotations in the second half were much maybe shorter or than usual by design, or just situation of the game, or
What's substitution?
Yeah.
Well, Issa was cramping, so it was hard to get him in many minutes. We had some guys went in and didn't play very well.
Right.
So, you know, it's like I tell them all the time, Justin. You want to play more, play better. When I was at Akron there, the guy was the starting point guard here before, came in and said, you know, Coach, he said, can I talk to you? I said, sure. I said, what's up? He said, well, don't take this the wrong way, but, you know, I think if you were more positive, I could play better. And I said, well, if you were a better player, I'd be a hell of a lot more positive. You know, that goes both ways.
Elijah Macon, his game today, 17 points, 12 rebounds. I mean, how big is that at this juncture in the season, teams now knowing you have that inside presence, they can
Well,
play like
that's,
that.
I think that's the Elijah Macon that everybody thought we got when we recruited. He was a very heavily recruited guy. It's just, you know, his attitude has been just so much better. I mean, just, he's become extremely coachable. He's kind of bought in more to trying to understand, not just play basketball, but understand basketball. Which, I mean, we were supposed to run a back cut when they started staring at the ball. It wasn't supposed to be him, but, you know, I mean, he back cut the guy, looked over me and winked, you know, I mean, he listens, he's listening. I'd like to get him to teach a couple of those other guys to do that. Listen, but.
Was 131 something that you thought would work well against Tech, or something that it's tough to see and have as a weapon?
I will, Texas plays 131, and I'm watching their game against Texas, and I thought it slowed them down. So I told Larry, I think this will work. At least we can buy some time.
Coach, what's preparation going to be like in the next day and a half for Texas with a quick turnaround?
And we'll be in here at 4 o'clock tomorrow with them and go through. We can't do a whole lot. Go through what we need to do. Texas really bothered us because they've got such great size. Their size and athleticism bothers us.
Coach, obviously what happened in the Kansas game, this game, double overtime, mentally draining. Is that
For
something?
me?
Well, for you, for the players, for everyone. I mean, is it anything to worry about at this point in the season? Or?
Well, I mean, I say I'm angry. I'm not drained. I'm angry. I'm angry that happened to us. So, I mean, that's what gave them Tuesday and Wednesday off, and we came back Thursday. That's exactly what I told them. And I thought for a brief period there, we played angry. I mean, we just said you're not going to get the ball in bounds. And obviously that was really the turning point in the second half for a while.
Naeem Stevenson had 17 points in the first half and he was scoreless the rest of the game. Was that an adjustment or was that just a new call?
No, we just decided we thought about a guarding. We didn't guard in the first half. We just go to sleep sometimes. I mean, it's like you sit there and you just say, I can't believe he's doing this. It's amazing. We let people just straight line drive us to the goal. Did 2 times in a row. I put Beetle in, like I said, to make some free throws, and he falls down, loses the ball, and then he goes down and gets straight line drove. So, what's the difference? Them falling down or Jackson missing 2 free throws? We Jackson did a better job guarding.
Macon strikes me as a kind of a sensitive, introspective kid. How do you handle him, and how do you look at him? I mean, has that held him back, or?
Well, Bob, he came down here for a camp when he was a sophomore. I called him on the way home. He was going back to Columbus, and I'm like, listen, man, we really want to have you here. And he said, Coach, I want to be there. So he committed to us when he was a sophomore. And then we went down to prep. Brewster. So we've been with Elijah for a long time. I mean, I spent more time with Elijah probably than I had my kids. So, I mean, relationship with Elijah. Most, you don't. He's a sophomore. Sophomore has 1, 2, 3, 4. He's been here 4 years. That's 8 years with him. That's a lot. That's a lot. So.
I was married.
Coach, the offensive putbacks by Dax, how,
Well, we've been
How
trying to
big
get
are
him to
those?
do it. He's the self-proclaimed best athlete on the team. And we're trying to get him to rebound it offensively. It's hard to rebound it defensively when as soon as they let it go, you're running the other way, which he frequently is. But there isn't any reason why he shouldn't be able to rebound.
Anything else?